Hello YouTubers and welcome back to Go Figure Customs YouTube channel. My tips and tricks video tonight is for a full set of Sons of Anarchy Water Slide decals. These are in 1/18 scale currently, and I'll talk about the scale here in a minute. The decals on this one sheet are enough to do a full set of pretty much the original cast members, the main characters, with several just in case you have a mishap, because usually I have a mishap and I have to redo one or two decals in the process. So there's the back patch, the Reaper, the Sons of Anarchy rocker, the California rocker, the MC patch on the back, as well as all of the front patches like the Redwood Original, the Sons of Anarchy, Min and Mayhem, as well as all of the levels. So President, Vice President, Sergeant at Arms, and Secretary. There's even the Prospect patches on this sheet. There are also patches that are unique to certain characters, like Jax Teller has a Sam Crow rocker on the left side of his vest. He has a Memory of Opie patch on his vest, and he has like M16 with scythe blades on his lapels. Those are all on there as well. Again, these are 1/18 scale. What you need to use this: you will need a computer. You will need because I'm going to put this on the G drive. There will be a link to my G drive in the show notes. And if you're getting this video, watching this video from Facebook, there will be a link in the comments on how to get to the G drive as well. You will need a computer. You will need something that can read PNG files, which is Photoshop negative files. So you can get a free copy of Photoshop. You can get a trial subscription for free of Photoshop. Now I will put a JPEG copy of this in the same folder. The JPEG should print at the right size, but I'm not 100% on that. I always print from a Photoshop document. The reason that I am putting both up is should be able to print from the JPEG. I can't guarantee that. However, you can print from the Photoshop negative. It works just fine. And I'm leaving it in a Photoshop document so that you can resize the patches. If you go into if you click on each layer, each patch, you can drag those to make larger patches. You're not going to be able to get them all on one sheet, so you'll have to delete some layers and then resize them and print a test copy to make sure they're the right scale. I'm not going to do this in 1/12 scale for everybody. It's just too much work. And I was going to preface this by saying this skill is kind of a moderate level skill. This is not, I'm not saying a beginner couldn't do this, but a beginner might not have the patience to do some of the stuff to make the decals, to use the decals. That's what you need to make the decals. You need a computer, you need something that reads Photoshop, and you need water slide decal paper, and you need the white water slide decal paper, not the clear water slide decal paper. If you get the clear, they're not going to show up on the black vest. You need the white water slide decal paper. And then you need the sealant. There are videos on this YouTube channel on more detailed on how to make water slide decals. Be sure and check those out, but you will need to seal them. Normally I use clear wood finish sealant. This doesn't work the best on the white paper. I recently switched to Mod Podge, and this seems to work pretty well. This works better than this. This stuff works fantastic on the clear water slide decals. That floor varnish for some reason doesn't tend to set the ink on the white paper. I don't know why, don't ask, couldn't tell you. And then you can buy the water slide decal for inkjet or laser jet printers. So make sure you're buying the right paper for your right printer. I have an inkjet, so this is the inkjet paper. I'm not gonna put a link, it's on Amazon. Just do a search, you'll find it, it's pretty easy. Again, check out the videos on this channel on how to do the water slide decals. The other things that you will need to do the water slide decals, you'll need like some nice medical grade scissors to trim these with, or an X-Acto knife, and some real fine tweezers to help put them on. And you will need micro set. Paint this on the figure before you put the water slide decal on. It will help as an adhesive. Once it's dry, then you need to seal it, seal your whole custom, and this is what I recommend for a sealant. This stuff works fantastic. If the area is super rough, you will need micro sol to make the decal fit into the crevices. Use this pretty sparingly because sometimes it can really make the decals shrivel up if you're not careful. It will really soften up those decals. It can offer really cool effect. If you look at one of my latest Punisher customs, my John Barenthal Punisher custom, I used this on that to make the decal sink into the vest and make it look like it was spray painted on. That's what you need to make the water slide decals and use them. And I think that's about all I got. Like I said, there's a full set of all of the levels, all of the patches. I am currently working on tattoos. The tattoos need to be done on clear decal paper, otherwise I'd include them on this sheet. So go to the link below in the show notes on the G drive, download either the JPEG, I would do a test print to see if it's the right size. Do a test print anyway, just on regular paper to make sure it's the right size for your custom. If you're going to enlarge it, again, do a test print. You're not going to be able to get them all on one sheet, so you're going to have to drag stuff around. That's where you need the Photoshop document, because each patch is its own individual layer. You can open up a new window in Photoshop and drag it to a new document, so you can space them all out. You don't have to delete layers. I know that sounds really complicated, and that's why I said this is kind of a moderate skill level. You have to have a little bit of computer savvy, and the water slide decals can be a little bit difficult to work with, but again, videos on the channel on how to do those. I think that's about all I got for you on this particular one. If you have any questions, hit me up in the comments below, hit me up on Facebook, and I will troubleshoot them for you. As always, this is free, so please enjoy. This is something that you can do for free. It's a good skill to have. Once you learn how to do this, you're probably going to want to be doing water slide decals way more than you do now. This was a huge game changer for me. Huge game changer in my customizing. So highly recommend this. Even if you're a beginner, take a look at this, see if you can figure it out, and it's definitely worth putting the time and the effort into it. I think that's about all I got. So again, questions, comments, please do all that fun social media stuff. Like, share, subscribe, comment below. And as always, thanks for watching.